tutorial, we are going to discuss the different types of lenses that are out there for your camera. So basically, to begin, normally when you buy a DSLR camera, you're going to come with what we call just like a standard kit lens, which is usually the 18 to 55 millimeter, or sometimes you'll get a zoom lens, which is like 18 to 200 or an 18 to 250. And I'll include a tutorial on the different focal lengths, so what that number essentially means. So with the different lenses, basically what that allows for is a wider aperture, a wider angle. You can focus more on specific things. You can get more of that kind of fisheye effect with certain lenses. Some are, extreme zoom lenses like a telephoto lens. So let's kind of walk through the difference in these lenses. So again, we have the 18 to 55, which is just a standard kit lens, or the 55 to 250, which is the zoom lens. And then from there, this is called a fixed lens. So what that means is you can't zoom in or out. This particular one is a 50 millimeter 1.8. So the 1.8 is your f-stop, your aperture setting. So that means you can go as wide as 1.8, which is what's going to give you that really nice blur in the background of your photo. If you haven't watched our video on aperture, make sure you check that out. So this is the 1.8 50 millimeter. This is great for taking pictures of newborns, those detail shots at wedding receptions, really close-up photos of like seniors or individual subjects. This is great for that. This one is going to run you about $200. So if you move up to the 1.4, it's going to run you about double that price. So that is the fixed 1.8 50 millimeter. You can also do like 35 millimeter. They have 80 millimeter. And again, the focal length video will give you a better idea of what that number refers to. So next we're going to move on to the 24 to 70. This is a 2.8. This is one of my favorite just universal lenses. This one will run you around $2,000. And obviously it makes a difference on the brand. So this is a Sigma. You'll have Sigma, there's Nikon, there's a few other kind of like knockoff brands as well. It also makes a difference on if you have Nikon or Canon, or if you shoot with something else, a Sony or whatever. I usually shoot with Nikon, always shoot with Nikon. The nice thing with the DSLR too is if you buy, whatever your brand of camera is, so for instance, I use a Nikon, all of these lenses are interchangeable with this. If I move up or go down in the model of a Nikon, these will still be interchangeable with those. They will not work on a Canon and vice versa. So back to this one, the 24 to 70 2.8. The great thing about this particular lens is it is a fixed aperture. So what that means is when you zoom in and out, your aperture stays the same. And the reason that's important is, if you can imagine if you're in a fast-paced situation like a wedding, you don't want to have to constantly change your aperture setting. And with the standard kit lens, the zoom lens, when you zoom in and out, so if you zoom out, the aperture goes down. If you zoom in, the aperture goes up, so it's a darker photo. Why it does that, I don't know, but it sucks. So this is a much better way to go if you are going to get into wedding photography. If you're taking pictures of kids that are moving around a lot and you want to get that picture quickly, you don't want to have to worry about the aperture changing. So again, this is the 24 to 70 2.8. It is a zoom, but the aperture is fixed, which is awesome. The next one that I want to talk about, so this is the 15 to 30. This is a wide angle lens, so this is great for whole bridal parties, or if you're trying to do like a landscape, a cityscape. They're also just really cool for family pictures, and they just give you just a whole different angle. And the lines in these pictures are really amazing. So I'm going to, like with the others, I'll insert a picture here so you can see what this wide angle lens looks like. This one is going to run you about $3,000. And again, if you buy like a refurbished one, a lot of times you can get those for cheaper. I would highly recommend buying directly from like Nikon or Sigma if you're going to go with a refurbished, even like Best Buy, somewhere like that. So the last lens that I have here, my favorite, and this big huge case that protects it. So this is a Nikon. This is a 200mm f2. This is supposed to be considered the world's best portrait lens. This one is going to cost you about $7,000 or $8,000, unfortunately. But the amazing thing about this is it is far superior to any of these other lenses that you can buy on the market today. And let me show you a picture here, and you'll see why you just can't get that background blur, that bokeh, in any other picture with any other lens. So it's really amazing. Okay, so a couple other things I want to cover. Putting the lens on the camera. So when you put these on, you want to see how these parts here line up. If you lightly twist it, you'll see where it locks in, and then you're going to rotate it counterclockwise, and then it'll click. To take the lens off, you'll push the button, if you're looking at the back of the camera, so it'd be to the left of the lens. If you hold that down, rotate the lens clockwise, and it'll snap off. Now, whenever you are not taking a picture, it's really important that you use the back cap to protect your lens. So you want to put that on, and you also want to make sure that you put the lens cover on your camera as well. A few other things are, this is a lens hood, so this goes, some of them already like kind of include them with it, but it goes on the front like this, and it twists on, and what this is for is to protect from the rain or like the sun flare that you can get occasionally from the sun. Last thing is cleaning your lenses. So you may notice you get fingerprints, spots on your lens from time to time. You can buy these little lens cleaning kits, a microfiber cloth to clean it off. Some of these have like a spray in them. You can spray on there. Don't try to clean it with Windex or water, by all means. You don't want to, fork over a couple $1,000s for a lens and then ruin it with some kind of chemical. So that is pretty much it for lenses today. Like I said, make sure you check out the video on focal length, and if you haven't already looked at the videos on ISO, aperture, shutter speed, to learn the basics of the exposure triangle.
Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you stay connected with Urban Rhino on social media. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment below, and of course, subscribe to our channel.